There's this trend with modern reboots of classic franchises that drives me nuts. Overthinking. Everything needs to be subversive or meta or a deconstruction of the mythos. Sometimes you just want a show that does the thing, you know? Take that Netflix Masters of the Universe cartoon, for example. It's like Kevin Smith looked at He-Man and thought, well, I can't just make He-Man, I need to add layers. And then he kept layering until you couldn't even find the sword anymore. But not everything needs to be dark or twisted or deep. Sometimes you just want the greatest hits played well. And that is exactly what we're getting with today's anime, Yaiba, Samurai Legend. But first, a quick confession. I done goofed. You see, back when I said I was going to talk about Yaiba, I thought the show had already wrapped its first season. I figured I'd binge watch it, crank out the review, and call it a day. But it turns out the season is still ongoing. Looks like we're getting around 24 episodes. So this isn't a full review of the entire season, just my impressions based on what I've seen so far. Cool. So what is it about? Well, Yaiba Samurai Legend follows our hero, Yaiba, a young kendo prodigy living in the Japanese wilderness with his dad, Kenjiro, and his two animal buddies, Kagetora and Shonosuke. One day, they accidentally end up in Tokyo, as one does, and Yaiba starts living with Sayaka, our female lead and a certified cutie pie. Now, Yaiba suffers from a textbook case of annoying little bastard syndrome, and he keeps harassing a local high school kendo champion named Onimaru into fighting him. Eventually, Yaiba wins. Problem is, Onimaru's had it, so instead of taking the L like a normal person, he, and I swear I'm not making this up, goes to his backyard and digs up a cursed sword named Fujin that contains an evil wind demon. Just to kick Yaiba's ass. But wait, it gets better. After getting the sword, Onimaru basically shrugs and says, well, okay, I've got a demon sword now, guess I'll take over the world, and goes full Power Rangers villain, complete with cool skeleton armor and minions. Talk about a sore loser. Yaiba, realizing that he maybe caused the apocalypse by being an obnoxious little bastard, sets out to find Raijin, a thunder demon sword that can counter Fujin's dark powers, and thus begins his quest to stop Onimaru and become a true samurai legend. If all of this sounds like something straight out of an old school anime, well, that's because it is. The original Yaiba manga ran from 1988 to 1993, written and illustrated by Gosho Aoyama, aka the creator of Detective Conan. There was even a classic anime adaptation back in the 90s, so this show wears its retro roots proudly. Let's break it down. Yaiba is a wild kid who grew up in the woods, doesn't understand modern life, has spiky hair, loves to fight, and has no idea what girls are. He's got a heart of gold, no filter, and endless energy. Sound like someone you know? Yeah, it's that kind of show. But is that a bad thing? Well, if you're the kind of person who prizes originality above all else, Yaiba might not be for you. The show isn't trying to blow your mind with insane plot twists or genre-defying ideas. What it's trying to do is deliver a classic shonen story, complete with magic swords, goofy villains, over-the-top fights, and a lovable idiot hero, and do it really, really well. And honestly, that's what makes it great. Let's talk animation. Samurai Legend looks fantastic. The character designs are expressive and distinct, the fight choreography is fast and creative, and the animation itself is smooth and dynamic. The colors pop, the effects are slick, and everything just feels alive. When I first started watching, I figured this had to be a 12-episode long season. There's no way they're keeping this level of quality past that, I thought. I was wrong. Kudos to WIT Studios, they've been absolutely crushing it so far. Another thing the show gets right is the tone. Samurai Legend never takes itself too seriously. Yaiba's always cracking jokes, acting like a human pinball, and generally being a menace. There's the classic pervy old man character in the mix, Sayaka plays the long-suffering straight woman to the madness, and the humor actually lands more often than not. Like, I burst out laughing when Onimaru sent out one of his fearsome henchmen, an ogre meant to strike fear into the hearts of men, and the dude looked like this. Yeah, the show knows it's ridiculous, and it leans into that hard. Even Onimaru, our lead villain, is more Rita Repulsa than Griffith, which is a good thing, because remember, Yaiba is technically the reason he went off the deep end to begin with. If Onimaru got too serious, Yaiba would just seem like a punk who ruined everything. If you miss the breezy, fun energy of early Dragon Ball but with modern production values, Yaiba Samurai Legend is right up your alley. It's not that deep, it's not very groundbreaking, but it's fun, well made, it knows what it is and focuses on doing it well. And sometimes that's more than enough. So what do you think? Are you watching Yaiba? Have you read the original manga? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. And if you made it this far, go ahead and hit like, share, and subscribe. It helps more than you know. I'll see you next time with a review of another anime, this time a movie. Fellas, let me tell you about the first slam dunk and why it might genuinely be the best sports movie ever. Until next time.